Hello everyone, this is your boy that needs no introduction at this time. I am bringing you all the 2018 Philadelphia Eagles schedule for this coming season. I'm viewing you from this phone and you're looking at it through that phone to this phone so you can look at the schedule because I can't do it on both phones. So with that being said, I'm going to work this out. I hope I get some details right. I hope you give me a thumbs up. If not, give me something what you said or what you thought at the bottom of the description below, and I should figure out and give you some comments on how this actually works out. But anyway, with no further delay, let's get to the 2018 NFL schedule for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, we're gonna talk about the preseason game first. So we're gonna start with the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is going to be a home game for us. This is just to start off the entire season up to get everybody hyped going into the new season, 2018. So it starts with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's going to be a home game for us. I'm quite sure you all quite aware that if four preseason games and only two can be televised of the four. So I expect the New England game to be televised, and I expect the Jets or the Cleveland Browns to be a televised game, or these two games could be televised. As we know, we don't know because the NFL hasn't released all that yet. So until then, I'm gonna go ahead and get with the schedule. Let you guys know my opinions of win, loss, or tie, such and such. But anyway, the Pittsburgh game is going to be home for us. I smell a victory there. And the second game is going to be against the New England Patriots. It's also going to be an away game. So that game could be a loss or it could be a win, depending on who played the best game going forward. Because, like I said, none of the games don't count. That's how the preseason games work. It's just getting your guys in physical shape ready for the long haul of a long 16-week schedule. So that game could be a win or loss. Now up to the next team, we gotta play the Browns. That could be an away game, as it says below. I'm not sure if that could be televised or not, but if it is, we'll find out. If not, or it could be live streamed. But that should be a win right there, and the Jets should be a home game. It's gonna be a home game, so we got two home games, two away games. I expect it can be 3-1 in the preseason season. Now, then get to the long grind of the 2018 season. Our first game is going to be against the Atlanta Falcons at home, the team who we beat going into the Minnesota game with the Super Bowl championship victory. This is the team that a lot of people are saying that we're going to lose to at home. I don't think so. I think the Eagles win that home game. It's gonna be a low-scoring game as well because you have two very good defenses, two high-power offenses going neck to neck there. So I expect the Eagles to win that game. And then we got a Sunday game, which is going to be September the 16th, which is 2 Sundays prior to the Thursday night game, because y'all know that when you play Thursday night, you don't play the following Sunday. You play the next Sunday after that following. So we played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the team that signed two of our players, Bill Allen and Vinny Curry. Two guys that helped us win the World Championship Eagles for this coming season. And they're gonna be looking for some payback against our offensive line because, like I said before, we know those guys. We know how they play. So that should be another win. The Eagles should be 2-0. Then we got a home game, which could be a Sunday afternoon game, and that's going to be it's going to be home for us against the Colts. So the Eagles should be 3-0 going into that game there. But our tough task begins when we play the Tennessee Titans. Now that's another team that went to the playoff last year, only to lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what I want to say, I'm not sure exactly, but it's going to be an away game, so we're going to be at Tennessee playing that team to defend our world championship. So that's going to be an away game That's the game that I'm probably gonna try to get tickets for to go see, because I haven't been in Nashville since 2003. I'll be happy to go back up there and see Nashville again and see my team play and beat the Tennessee Titans. That could be another low-scoring game. We should win, but it gets even rougher when we play the Minnesota Vikings. Now that's a team also that we beat to go to the Super Bowl to win the NFC Conference Championship, which is our second ring after winning the NFC East. So we got to play them, and it's going to be a home game for us because, like I said, when we played Minnesota at Philadelphia. So that's going to be another home game for us. That should be a win. So the Eagles should be 5-0. And then when we play the New York Giants, now that could be an away game, so that could be a road game. It's going to be at 8:20 p.m., which is going to be another Thursday night game right there. After we don't play them on the 7th, which is the Sunday, they'll turn around and play them that Thursday night that same week. After we don't play the Minnesota Vikings. So if we win this game against the Vikings, that could be pretty much a beat up game. And this could be a trap game for the Eagles when we play the New York Giants. So a lot of folk gonna say that could be a trap game for us, which it might be. So that could be our first loss right there. I don't think that it should be, but it's a possibility that we could lose that game against the New York Giants. So we'll see on that. But anyway, I smell a victory. It might be a low-scoring victory. We could win the game by a field goal once again, like we did last year on their home turf. So, with that being said, that could be a low-scoring game. Then we got to play the Panthers, a team that we also beat last year on their home turf. Now they got to come to us. That could be a Sunday afternoon game at home for the Eagles. That should be another victory. So the Eagles could be 6-1 or 7-0, depending on the game against the New York Giants. Because like I said before, the Giants game could be a trap game for us. So, with that being said, then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, who we have to go all the way to London and play this team, which it might be televised as well. So the Eagles could have a televised game at London when we play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, that game is going to be a problem as well because they are also another playoff team that went all the way to the AFC Conference title game. They didn't win it, only to lose it to the New England Patriots, and that will lead to that victory against going into the Super Bowl. So now we go back all the way back to the bye week. Now we got a bye week after we play the Jacksonville Jaguars at London. That could be our bye week right there. And I kind of hate that bye week because it's too early in the season. It's going to be a week 9 bye week. But depending on the bruises and bumps that we receive from the game against Jacksonville, that's going to determine our rest. And then we got to play the Cowboys, which is going to be another Sunday night game. I'm looking forward to that game because now we defend our title, our NFC East and our NFC Conference Championship and our Super Bowl championship against a team that we beat once, and that was on our home turf. I'm sorry, that was on their home turf, and we beat them on their grounds. Now they got players on our grounds, and that should be a game that we should win right there. So the Eagles could be 8-1 or 7-2, depending on the New York Giants game. Cause like I said, that Giants game could be a trap. I don't know how many times I can say that. So I just want you all to be aware of that game in particular. And then we have played the New Orleans Saints, a team that we haven't played in the last 4 years. Now we're playing them again, and could be an away game at New Orleans, and that could be a Sunday afternoon game, 12 o'clock my time here. Now, I expect it to be a high-scoring affair. Both coaches going to be aggressive in play calling. Defense is going to be on the money. So it's going to depend on our front four getting pressure on Drew Brees to get the sacks and get the ball knocked down, interception, or whatever it may be. But it's a game that we have to win. But a lot of these games going forward, they all we have to be very careful with, because like I said, there's gonna be some nicks and knacks and bruises, or it could be some injuries that could keep players out for the long haul. But I don't want to think about that. Let's continue to keep going along with the schedule. And then after that, we play New York Giants again. That could be a home game for us. That's a game that we should win and should sweep the season series of the New York Giants, because the Giants are going through a rebuilding year. And they got a lot of things they got to work on, because they have recently released Brandon Marshall because he failed in physical. So, and there's word out there that the Giants are going after Dez Bryant, who was currently released by the Dallas Cowboys. So a lot could be looking up for the New York Giants. We don't know what they're going to do, because like I said, the Giants been quiet all season long. They don't sign certain players they bought in, but now they get a chance to get a top-notch receiver in Dez Bryant, because I don't think the Eagles are going to sign him. So that's a possibility that the Giants could sign Dez Bryant before the season begins, but we see how that goes. But that should be a season sweep right there. Then our first game is a home game, a Monday night game against the Washington Redskins, a team that recently got a new quarterback from the via trade from the Kansas City Chiefs. They let their current quarterback go, Kirk Cousins, go, who is now the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. So that's why I said that Viking game is going to be something to be concerned with, but shouldn't be. But we'll know how that goes going forward. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys again, because we also that's going to be an away game, an afternoon game, 4:25, 3:25 my time. The Cowboys are going through a rebuilding year as well for them, because like I said, they let their they let their wide receiver go. So, and their defense is gonna be okay. It's been so popular the last 4 years, but we see how that works. But we should win the season sweep of the Cowboys in that as well. And then our next game is against the Rams. Now this is a team that is also on the upstart with young talent going forward, and so much could be said about the Rams, because they done picked up some guys on defense, they have picked up some guys on offense. They kind of did the same strategy as our executive guy did, Howie Roseman did. They going the same route, but I don't think it's going to work for them. So the Eagles should beat the Rams again, but it's going to be a challenge to beat that team for the second straight year. And then we got to play the Houston Texans, which is going to be a home game for us. Now, like I said before, this is another young team. They're on the uprise. They lost their main defensive end last year. Y'all know who he is. The boy is an 8-time Pro Bowl. He's been in the league 9 years. He's an 8-time Pro Bowl defensive end. And then they got the other guy, other defensive end on the other side, who's an outside linebacker / defensive end. He's pretty good. So we're playing a pretty good defense in the Houston Texans. It's going to be a slobber knocker game. I expect the Eagles to win that game, but it won't be no blowout, because the Eagles have played this team 4 times and won all 4 of them. And so the Eagles could make it 5-0 against that team. And our last and final game of the year, which is going to be an away game. But for some odd reason, the Eagles, over the last 3 seasons, have played their last and final games on the road. And it's kind of strange considering this, but this is the Washington Redskins team. So the Eagles wound up having a winning season, depending on how many games won, how many games losses. The Eagles could rest their starters on the last game of the season. And they can also put some backup players in, because like I said, the drafting coming up. And so the draft is going to depend on the players rested in this game. I hope you all understood everything I was saying about the schedule, each team that we're going to play, because we're playing the AFC, the AFC North, which is the Colts, the Titans, Jacksonville, and the Texans. Those are the AFC North teams. And we got to play the NFC East, our regular team, and then we got to play the NFC North, which is the Saints, the Rams, Minnesota, and Tampa Bay. Minnesota and Tampa Bay. Yeah, those are your AFC. Those are all your NFC North teams we got to play this year. So, but the other two teams, the Falcons are from they're from the NFC South. So we don't play none of the South. I mean, they the only South team I think they be playing this year, and everybody else is from the NFC North, and AFC South, and the NFC East. Like I said, hope you all understood what I was saying. If not, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, however you want to do it. As long as you don't put any negative comments talking about my voice and everything, and that will be good. So this is your boy sign off. Peace, one love.